Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is day 24 of overcoming injuries, and oh boy, did I overcome something today. Look at that on the screen. It's gonna be on the screen for a while because I'm super stoked. 5 kilometers, which is the same distance that I've been doing these past 23 days, but this time it's without walking in between, it's without any breaks, and it's just 5 kilometers of straight running. Nothing too fast, but the first time since I started this overcoming injuries series, and I'm so happy. 5 kilometers, and well, in order to compensate, of course, tomorrow and the day after, I'm gonna be doing extremely slow running. But if all goes well, perhaps on Saturday, at least a 5 kilometer run, but perhaps even an 8 kilometer run can be on the cards. And I'm so excited, because of course there is still a long way to go, right? I want to build up eventually back to my 90 kilometer weeks that I was doing before. And well, I want to even surpass it, right? I have all of these wild dreams. And if I compare my current situation to those dreams, well, I still have a long way to go, but that's not a reason to be unhappy. You don't have to be unhappy because you haven't like gotten to your end goal yet. All of the fun is in the process of getting there. And imagine you like achieved all of your end goals, you wouldn't be happy either, right? Because it's the path towards it that makes it worthwhile. So yes, I want to get to those longer like running weeks. I want to run a marathon again and this and that. But at the moment, right, I'm just happy with where I'm at because on a daily basis, I'm training hard, studying well, and eating and sleeping plenty, or at least I'm trying my best in order to do so. And if you're doing your best on a daily basis, right, if you just focus on the present, on doing whatever due task you have, well, then that's all the reason you need to be happy. And today I'm just stoked as hell. So anyway, in order to finish off the day, it's gonna be a leg day, and on the other side of today's run, I can feel that my legs are just becoming weak shrimps. It's like I'm getting the baguettes again. The French baguette legs, and well, that's not something I'm too happy about, but I just have to be patient. My legs are sore from doing like 50 box pistol squats every day, while a while ago I was doing 100 pistol squats on each leg every day. Like, what the hell is happening? My legs are getting weak, but again, I just have to focus on doing all of this injury treatment one day at a time. But yeah, today's leg day, so we're gonna do some squats again. We're gonna go outside and do some Nordic curls. And well, as a dessert, as a reward for training hard today, I will uh, I will get to do some push-ups because I haven't done my planche push-ups yet today, so that's gonna be fun as well. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so right now you're looking at the alternating pistol squat workout, which I love so much. I'm just gonna mention it again, even though I already did in a previous video. But right now I'm doing an easier version. I'm doing a box pistol squat where I sit down and then from a seated position, I push myself back up just like in a pistol squat, but this is a bit easier on my ankles at the moment. But that doesn't matter. You can do this with regular squats, you can do this with lunges, you can do this with Bulgarian squats, you can do this with pistol squats, right? Or even weighted pistol squats if you want to. You can do this with exercises that basically, I think, alternating like singular leg exercises are the best one. You can do it with a regular squat as well, but I feel like this routine really shines if you are doing the movement with a single leg because that allows you to rest one leg while the other one is working. And since you're still constantly active, it's like this cardio thing, and your muscles are getting tired, but somehow you're able to to keep going. And I'm really a fan of this workout because you know your legs are the biggest muscle, the strongest muscle in your body, or perhaps not in the calisthenics community, but you get what I'm saying, right? Your legs are a big muscle group, and I feel like if you're able to master them, if you're able to get your legs stronger but also more durable, it's just you're making this powerful engine that will give you energy throughout the day. Because when I was doing this routine of 100 pistol squats on each leg daily, right, and just like this style, one rep every 3 seconds, Yes, I was tired all the time. My legs were sore all the time, but somehow I also had a lot of energy. Like my body was just turned on. I had all of this work capacity, all of this energy. I could eat so much food and I would just have so much energy at my disposal. And I feel like it's just because my legs were constantly in this mode of having to work hard. And if you can do cardio with just your legs, if you get the blood flowing through your legs, I feel like it's a powerful system to get the blood flowing throughout your entire body. It's just, yeah, the work capacity workouts, just like push ups, just like pull ups, doing these basics for your legs, I think is a very good way to not only train your strength, like your just raw strength, but also just your conditioning, right? So try this. Like really, try this. Do an exercise with where you can alternate your legs. Do one rep every 3 seconds, or perhaps a bit faster, perhaps a bit slower. I don't care, but keep this system of doing one rep every so many seconds in an alternating fashion. Do it for a couple minutes. Today I did 5 minutes. I used to do 10 minutes, right? If you do it every 3 seconds, that's basically 10 reps on each leg per minute, right? And just try it. It's so much fun, or perhaps it's not fun. Like you don't always look forward to it, but you're happy when it's done. And it's very time efficient as well. So a lot of benefits. Give it a go. Now it's time for some Nordic curls. I'm gonna train my hamstrings, head outside, and do one set of Nordic curls. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the Nordic curl, which, if you're looking to train your hamstrings with just body weight, look no further than the Nordic curl. This movement will work your calves, but mainly your hamstrings and also your lower back a little bit. And when it comes to body weight exercises, or not even body weight exercises, when it comes to hamstring exercises in general, I think this one is one of the best ones out there. It's not comfortable, right? It sucks to do. It's insane. Like you get insane head pressure, just like when you're doing a handstand for the first time or you're doing a planche. The head pressure builds up in your head. It's the same with this one, where you can just, if you go hard, you can get close to passing out. And well, the intensity brings results as well. It's not just, dying for nothing. No, you're actually dying for something. You're getting insanely strong hamstrings. And, if this exercise is too difficult, which if you're a beginner, it will be too difficult, look at the warm ups I'm doing right now. First of all, you use a couple fingers of assistance. Then, you remove some fingers. So I went from 2 fingers to 1 finger. Then I went from my index finger to my pinky finger. Then I started doing full range of motion, and only then I went to the actual Nordic roll. So that's how you basically build up to it. Again, not too comfortable. Your fingers will hurt as well, but you know the the discomfort is worth it. I'll say that much, because with just this exercise, you can build some pretty strong hamstrings, and also strong hamstrings are beneficial for running. But anyway, the training I'm doing at the moment is very simple. I'm doing this movement once per week because, like I said, it's such a heavy movement. So if you go hard on one set, you can basically just recover for the remainder of the week and then go again next week. That's all you need. That's how I'm progressing at the moment. And well, if you're a beginner, perhaps it's not too recommended because you still have to used to the get used to the technique. And if you want to learn a technique, well, doing it more often is going to be more beneficial. So if you want to learn a Nordic roll or getting strong at the Nordic roll, even if you're advanced, but it's just your priority to get stronger at it, doing one set every week is not recommended, right? You should train perhaps like every 4 days the Nordic roll, not too heavy because then you're just gonna get injured from overuse. But if you're just doing this on the side, if you wanna build some hamstrings, or perhaps you wanna maintain your hamstring strength along, while you're working on different goals, if you just go hard on one set, in my opinion, once a week is enough. At least that's what I'm experiencing at the moment. So yeah, that's the Nordic roll. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's training. And well, if you look at today's workout, it's really nothing special. I've ran 5 kilometers before and I've done it faster. I've ran 70 kilometers before, right? And when it comes to the training as well, I have done more pistol squats, I have done more Nordic curls, and perhaps someday I had a stronger planche as well. So all of these things that I did today, it's not really a PR, you know. The only PR that I beat today is the amount of days that I've been consistent because, well, I am tracking, you know. I've ran more than 2 years every day in a row, and almost 2 years every day in a row, I have trained. And so basically, no matter what happens, there is always some PR that I'm beating because when I'm staying consistent every day, I am beating yesterday. And that's really all you need to get some satisfaction, you know. If you only care about the results, and well, it's not wrong to care about the results, right? But if you only get satisfaction from bigger and better results, right? Running further, running faster, doing a longer planche hold, doing a front lever, well, then automatically, if you like attach your value to that, every time you don't get that PR you wanted, you're gonna have this mindset where this workout sucked because I didn't get a PR. And you're thinking about your workouts negative in that way. And if you keep thinking, you know, about your workouts in a negative way, eventually you're not even gonna want to work out anymore, right? Because you're repeating this cycle in your head of like, oh, today's workout sucked. And eventually you're gonna be like, well, if all of these workouts suck, right? Especially when you're injured or you have a plateau, if all of these workouts suck, then why the hell would you even continue? And that's true in the opposite way as well. If you can think about your workout in a positive way, for example, with the running, right? If you, I explained this a couple of days ago, but if you can do running at such a low intensity that you stop the run while you want to do more, then you will be thinking to yourself every time you stop, like, hey, I want to do more, but I have to stop, right? And by repeating that simple sentence to yourself unconsciously, like, hey, I can do more, I want to do more, you're basically ingraining this thing in your mind where running is fun because you want to do it. And it's the same with your training. If you attach value to your PRs, well, there's going to be a lot of negative stuff. But if you can attach value to the fact that you just trained, right, and had a good time, then, well, there is no way you're not going to be consistent. Being consistent is not this insanely difficult mindset, you know. It's not this insane discipline. People tell me I'm disciplined. I'm not disciplined at all. I just love my training so much that I want to do it every day, no matter what, right? Even if I have to get up at 2 a.m. to do my training, I want to do my training. That's not discipline. That's just me enjoying the hell out of my training every day for years on end. And that's why I can repeat it over and over and over again, even during injuries. Because even during these injuries, I know even though I'm doing nothing special and I would like to be PRing, of course, I'm dreaming about that. I know that I love training the most, right? It's my hobby, it's my passion. That's why I'm making these damn videos as well, because I'm so, like, I love my training so much that I constantly want to talk about it. But guess what? People around me want to talk about something else as well. So I just yap everything here on this channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's training. Very happy with how it went. And well, tomorrow I'll see you again for a push day.